Welcome back, everybody. We are back together here with another video, and we're going to be talking about some people that just refuse to actually go away. That would be, in this case, just Prince Harry. Shockingly, not Meghan Markle, huh?
Yeah, but I think she will be involved with it.
Well, maybe not in this particular case right here, but it's definitely another grift to make more money. Now, people have seen the Oprah interviews and stuff like that. It was actually free to see that. Now, to see Harry and Meghan, or whatever it's called, Netflix, you have to have a Netflix subscription, but many people actually have Netflix. We have it, we get it free, and did we watch it? No. No desire whatsoever to see that show. Now, since the South Park episode came out, the word is that Harry and Meghan, they're not very happy. Their popularity has went down even more since the South Park episode, which was the clips that we saw were fantastic. It really did expose them for the frauds that they are. How many people do you actually know that say they want privacy, but yet they're not very private?
Not many.
Not many at all. I mean, they're always out there, you know? They're always out there.
Yeah.
So they're always in the public, and Mr. Privacy, Prince Harry, well, it's more public stuff here. As you can see here on Outkick, Prince Harry will live stream therapy session with trauma expert in transparent attempt for more attention. Actually, I would actually say more money, because you got to actually pay for this thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, this is insane, but look here. This is on Outkick, and I'm not familiar with Amber Harding at Outkick. She may be one of the newer people there. But it says Prince Harry really just wants you to leave him alone. They're being sarcastic. So this Saturday, the Duke of Sussex will unpack all of his emotional baggage with renowned trauma expert Gabor Mate during a live virtual event. Now, didn't he already write a book about this stuff?
Yeah.
Didn't he have a TV show about this stuff?
Yeah, so I am not sure why, he's planning to do this.
Probably just to rehash some old stuff that we already know about. And of course, you got to pay. It says here, you can buy tickets to this intimate conversation for just $33. $33 to see him whine and complain. Now, you actually do get a book, his book, if anybody actually wants to read it, and you get to submit a question. And it's going to be an hour-long chat.
Well, I guess they want to, how the therapy think about.
You know this got to be staged for TV.
Yeah. But
I mean, is it truly a therapy session?
No, I guess it's more like, don't you think it's more like Dr. Phil stuff?
Yeah, it's more like, I guess it's probably going to be more like Dr. Phil, except you got to pay to see it. This is not a therapy session. Therapy sessions are actually, private between the doctor and the patient. Now, this guy here is a trauma expert. I mean, trauma? Now, the only trauma that we know that Prince Harry actually experienced was the death of his mother, which I'm pretty sure he probably never got over. And I completely understand that. But a trauma expert for this right here,
Maybe trauma for being in the military? Or?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, I've known people that's in the military. I've been in the military.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's ever addressed any military trauma before. I don't think so. But they give a little bit of background on this guy. Mate is a Hungarian-Canadian doctor with 20 years of experience in addiction and mental illness. He was also once threatened with arrest in Canada for using a spiritual psychedelic drug to treat patients. Oh my goodness. So He was giving illegal drugs to patients.
And Prince Harry and want him to be on the show.
I guess so. Prince Harry and Mattei will focus on the impact of emotional loss and the importance of personal healing. Quote, my hope has been to turn my pain into purpose. So if sharing my experience makes a positive difference in someone's life, well, I can't think of anything more rewarding than that, Harry said. Know what? Nobody cares about your emotional distress. You are not a normal person.
No, he's a prince.
He cannot relate to everyday average people. Everyday average people don't have the resources he had. They didn't have the upbringing he had. He had everything given to him. Everything. Now, the emotional loss of his mother, I get that. But also when she passed away, guess what? He got left millions of dollars. Millions. He's not a victim. He's not struggling. He doesn't know anything about real struggle like everyday people.
Don't you think that, okay, he was born as a prince.
Yes.
And he never really experienced what regular citizen experience. Never really. And don't you think he wants to be a regular citizen?
No, he doesn't want to be a regular citizen. Regular citizens don't do tell-all books. Regular citizens don't go on Oprah and spill their guts like that.
He doesn't know how to balance himself. Like, that on one part he wants to be a regular citizen, but on the other part he's a prince, but then he doesn't want to take responsibility, something like that.
Well, he's playing the victim. He keeps blaming his family for this. He's taking no responsibility whatsoever. He doesn't want to be a normal citizen. He wants to be a normal victim. That's it. I mean, he's making money off this. He's charging $33 for people to watch this thing. Yeah, you get his book too. You get to ask a question. This is another money grift. That's all it is. If he truly, truly cared about himself, he would actually just go into personal therapy, keep quiet, and that's it. He can still run his own foundation that he has, I believe named after his son, Archwell. But no, they want the attention. Why would you actually live stream something like this and make people pay to actually see you talk to a therapy or trauma expert or whoever this guy is? That's not normal. Normal people cannot relate to this. Can you?
No.
No, I can't either.
I guess he wants to revenge for whatever,
I guess he wants people to feel guilty. I mean, feel sorry for him after that South Park episode, because that South Park episode just destroyed them.
Yeah, and don't you think he wants revenge for like people who hurt him or something?
Who hurt him? That's the thing. Who actually hurt him? Nobody's hurt him. He's just not taking responsibility. Nobody has hurt this man. He's been a crybaby because he's the younger brother. His older brother gets the attention mainly because he's going to be the king. That's different. Normal, average people do not care about this. And Americans, guess what? We don't have a royal family. We have a presidency. That's what we have. And we're allowed to actually vote people out. You can't do that in England. You're not getting rid of the monarch.
No.
I mean, they can't even let their own prime minister, I don't think. But I don't really know. This whole victimhood mentality. And I believe that's the reason why they decided to go to Hollywood. I mean, living in British Columbia is not the same as living in Hollywood. You have all these stars in Hollywood, all these production companies in Hollywood, and the grift really started when what? They moved to Hollywood. They never wanted privacy at all. That was a lie. And South Park really exposed that.
I just feel Prince Harry doesn't really cannot balance himself because okay, I think he's just mess up.
Yeah, he doesn't have a real job. He doesn't. When has he ever had a real job? He did his military service, I get that. But outside of that, he's never had a real job.
No.
When he went to school,
I don't
he
think
never had to get a job.
I don't think he knows what really regular citizen.
No,
how they
he
live.
doesn't. He doesn't understand that. And that's not his fault. I mean, God, he was a prince. He is a prince. So his upbringing is a lot different than us.
Yes, and I don't understand why he doesn't take the responsibility since,
Because he's never had to really take responsibility. The man has never had to go out and apply for a job a day in his life. And if he ever goes out, let's just say he gives all this up right now. If he ever decides to actually go and fill out a job application, guess what? He'll get the job because of who he is.
Yeah.
That is why they're keeping their titles. And I don't think that his father, the king, is actually going to strip him of their titles. I don't think that's going to happen. They're going to keep grifting over and over again, making more money. And eventually, this whole thing has to drop eventually, right? How much longer do you actually think they can actually go out there and keep crying about their victims and their hardships? That can only go on for so long, right?
Yeah. If they want to really know what real hardship is, maybe they should remove their title and experience what regular citizen experience.
But that's not going to happen because no matter what, let's say they stop all of this complaining. There's going to be companies lined up for them to tell another story. There is no hardship for them. It never will be. A company is going to want to work with him because he is Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, his name. That's why these companies want to work with him. If his name was John Smith and he was the same guy, nobody would care.
No one would care if he's a regular, Irish Joe.
Yeah. But would you guys actually pay, how much is this? $33? And yeah, $33. Would you guys actually pay to watch this thing? I'm not. We're not spending our money on that.
No.
See, our dog is begging right now, saying, no, Mommy and Daddy, we're not spending money on that.
But do you think this Meghan Markle is involved in this too? Will be?
No, I think it's just going to be a one-on-one with him. She's not going to be on this. But maybe she'll do her own thing also, have a similar thing, and try to make money too. So, But I think that's going to wrap it up, guys. We appreciate everybody listening to us. Today is Wednesday, so we'll be back on Friday with another video.
Today is Monday.
Today's Monday. Okay, got my days confused. Thank you. We'll be back on Wednesday then with another video. Until then, be safe.
Goodbye.